All right, we're going to do a little process, and everybody just get comfortable. Set anything down that you're holding. No place where you can close your eyes. It's going to be like a guided meditation or a guided experience. You settle in, relax, and find your breath and getting still. And just feel yourself right here, right now. And imagine that if we had a virtual reality movie of you sitting right here, right now, and we could push the rewind button. And you go back to a minute ago, a minute before that, a minute before that. You don't have to figure it out, but just imagine that you could rewind to a year ago. Just feel the differential between you and a year ago and 2 years ago. Going back through your life. Keep going back through your life farther and farther, farther. It doesn't need to be anything that's even conscious. It can be. You can see yourself at different moments. Going back through all your years of school, years of a baby, back to the moment of birth, and going back into your mother's womb, all the way back through the womb to the moment of conception, back even behind the moment of conception. In your consciousness before conception, it's just this vast possibility. Vast, endless possibility with no manifestation. There's no words for it. There's no identity, no mind. You are the source of possibility, and there's no vehicle for the expression of it. There's no definition of it. Just vast, open possibility. In that vast, open possibility, you see a little spark. There's a little spark. There's an invitation. And there's a draw and a pull toward it. It has no meaning. Has no definition. But there's something about this spark that has different definition. There's something about this spark that by entering into it, possibility for the expression of something, possibility for the expression of possibility that come, it's an opportunity, invitation to express the infinite possibility. And imagine it drawing you in, infinite possibility. But all that infinite possibility has to be crammed in the teeniest thing. It has to be limited to be expressed. And this little invitation comes with limitations and focus. And just see if you want to go. Would you rather be just infinite, unexpressed possibility? Or would you like to enter into this little teeny entry and experience form? Now you can just stay in infinite possibility, or you can move toward that little spark of light. If you choose to move toward the little spark of light, feel the confinement of it, the tightness, the limitation. This is the sperm and egg coming together. Moving into that little possibility, I want you to feel that moment of conception. Infinite possibility becoming form. In that moment, you feel your parents, feel your mother, you feel your father. Feel your mother's intention around creating this possibility. What's behind her intention, whether it's conscious or unconscious? And now feel your father's intention. And now give yourself a chance or a choice. You can go back to infinite possibility, unexpressed, or you can come in as a vehicle of their intention. With all the limitations. And now the sperm and egg have come together, and the first cell divides into 2, and then 4, and then 8. You become 8, and you become 16, and you become 32, and 64, and 128. And you just keep doubling. Little mass of cells doubling, doubling, doubling. And every time it doubles, there's more possibility. And appendages, organs start to create. All that possibility. Your heart starts beating. An action of formless possibility into the manifestation of possibility with the heart beating, and your arms move and your head rolls. All that infinite, inexpressible possibility is now being manifest. And you start to continue to develop in the womb, and you start to develop awareness, feeling awareness, emotional awareness, physical awareness. And now you're the little baby floating in the womb. You're in a matrix. It's the most possibility that you've ever experienced. And now you're feeling other. You feel the mother. Instead of just infinite possibility, there's other here with you. The first experience of not being alone. There is you and there is the other. And feel your mother. And feel how feeling her starts to give form to your feelings. Could be fear, could be excitement, wonder, burden, difficulty. All of a sudden you're starting to have a vocabulary for emotional feeling, experience, sensation. Vocabulary to be able to express the infinite possibilities, so much more limiting, but also a vehicle. And as you develop more within your mother, feeling her feelings, there's a point at which you start to hear things. You hear things that are out there in the black space, energy, words, sounds. Maybe some are gruff, maybe some are sweet. You can feel a little pressure coming from somewhere outside. Somebody's put their hand on the belly and you don't know what that means, but there's some energy or feeling coming. Somebody's excited, somebody's mad, but they're all formless outside there. You're in this womb space, but you're becoming aware that there's something else going on out there, but it has no form, only energy. And you're experiencing all this. And as you grow and create more capacity, you have eyes and ears and nose and toes. You wiggle them and you move them and you kick around and you start to experience your body. It's so limited, but it also has form. There starts to become more of a sense of I, and I is right there with the experience of mother in her body, not separate from her. And now something is happening. Things are moving. The world is moving outside. There's a tension. There's a squeezing. There's discomfort. You're jammed in there. It's too tight, too limited. And you can feel the outside and feel how you feel about the outside. Let yourself feel how you feel about whatever is out there. I just like to stay in here, but it's getting tight, or maybe it's exciting to get out there and feel what's going on out there. And you feel all this pressure and jamming and cramming and spinning and whatever's happening. And then you start to move. You're starting to experience movement for the first time. Movement through rather than just in. You feel things flowing over your body. You're going through a tunnel. And all of a sudden, there's light and noise. The subtle noises you heard before become distinct, loud. And light, which was once extremely filtered, all of a sudden becomes bright. However you come out, now there's the world out here. You are separate from. The first time you've ever been separate from the infinite, the womb. Sensations and movement. Moving your arms, your legs. And then you let out a sound. And there's hands touching you. Everybody's energy is so much more distinct. It's uncomfortable and expansive and contained. You're just feeling everything that's going on around you. And you don't understand any of it. There's no knowing, there's no conception, there's no understanding. It's just all this sensation and experience unfiltered. You feel discomfort. Then you go to the bathroom and you feel relief. You feel a yearning, and then milk comes into your mouth. And it's glorious. And then it goes away. And somebody's fumbling. And then somebody comes right into your energy field with intense energy, and you're like, whoa! And then it goes away. Something new has happened. And then you're just feeling life. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's awful, sometimes you're asleep, sometimes you're awake, sometimes you hurt. It's not at all like just being the source of infinite possibility unexpressed. Now it's expressed and materialized. You start to notice if you smile, you get a smile back. Something happens and the energy feels good. Then you cry and somebody gets angry and it feels bad. You're alone. And it's the first time you've ever experienced aloneness. And then somebody picks it up, picks you up, and there's the feeling of being held. And something's really uncomfortable and nobody can figure out what it is and wants to solve it. And then somebody is not there, or they walk away and you don't want them to. Just feel yourself. Cared for, not cared for, pleasure and pain, and suffering and relief. You are now in a body and here in this experience of life. You chose it to come out of undifferentiated possibility into this little form that has limited possibility. And you chose the limitation so that you could express the possibility. And when you're ready, you can come back. Does anybody have a reflection?